we snuck onto the Senate floor. I did. And I was a freshman in college. Just to be able to sit in the President Pro Tem seat, I thought that was, sent goosebumps up and down me. I was 17 years old. I thought that was great.
I remember vividly the first time I walked in this chamber. I walked through those doors. But I walked through those doors as a 21-year-old tourist. I shouldn't say this probably, but I drove up to the Capitol. I've always been fascinated with it. In those days, you could literally drive right up to the front steps. So I walked up the steps, found myself in front of what we call the elevators, and I walked to the right, went in the reception room. There was no one there. And the glass doors, those French doors, lead in behind the chamber open. There were no signs then. I just walked in. I walked in, and I walked in down here, and I came through those doors. And I walked into the chamber, and the lights were still on, and I was awestruck. And what in God's name made me do it? But I walked up, and I sat in the presiding officer's chair. And I was mesmerized. And next thing I know, I feel this hand on my shoulder, and a Capitol policeman picks me up and spins me and said, "What are you doing?" And after a few moments, he realized I was just a dumbstruck kid and didn't arrest me or anything. But that was my first time I walked on the Senate floor. And just 9 years later, 10 years later, I walked through those same doors as a United States Senator. And a Capitol Hill policeman stopped me walking in. He said, "Do you remember me, sir?" I said, "No, sir." He said, "I welcome you back to the Senate." He retired. He was a Capitol policeman. He was retiring 2 weeks later. And he said, "Welcome to the floor legally."